Hello again. You're the first one in here. Oh my gosh, it's looking awful. I've been out to Walmart. I went out to eat. I got two swimming pools. Kiddie swimming pools, that is. Um, oh my gosh, my neck looks so long. I look like I got a turtleneck. How are you, Otto? I love that name, by the way. Hey, Red Rhyme. Hey, Cement Shoes. How are y'all doing? I got it in my hand. I'm going to cover the camera while I take a puff. Hey, Misty. Good evening. What have y'all been doing today? I went to and I got two kiddie pools. That's the only kind of pools they had, like the blue hard plastic ones. So I got like one of the biggest ones they had in that. I believe it was like 56 inches, something like that. And then I got a smaller one, which I may give to my chickens and fill it up with sand because they have to take sand baths to stay clean. And I got this really, really cute flag. Look how cute the bottom is. It is so cute. This little garden flag. It's like that on both sides. This was the last one they had. It was like $5. And I have a thing for flamingos. So I grabbed it. But anywho, what y'all been up to? That's about all I've done today, I think. Oh, I took Lady for a walk, Ladybug for a walk. And Mark had Skylar doing something with her. I need to put this somewhere. Burn it with my cigarette. Let me just lay it over here. Ah, I love flamingos. You know, I learned something interesting about flamingos that I never knew. They are not born pink. They eat a certain kind of algae that turns them pink. Yeah, I saw that on National Geographic a while back. I wished I lived in Florida and I had like wild flamingos in my backyard. That would be so cool. Hey, Sapphire. How are you doing? How's the goats? Sapphire has two baby goats, a boy and a girl. They're so cute. They're like pygmy goats, so they're like miniature. Gosh, I look rough, y'all. All kittens have blue eyes when they're born. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. I think puppies, before their eyes open, they learn, they get their, they can smell before their eyes open, I believe. All puppies. Oh, yeah, I did go out to eat some Mexican. It was like really, really good. It's like the best place to eat at. I'm outside with them now, listening though. Oh, how cute. I wish you could join in with the video, but I'm not on StreamYards. I need to go see my goats and shovel out her shed a little bit and put some new pine chips down. But I got plenty of time. What time is it? 6:24. Yeah, it doesn't get dark until about 8. I want some babies. I'm gonna sneak and hatch eggs. That's my plan. Like, and Mark can't say like, "Oh, you didn't even ask me," because he was out here like raking like my little pathway to the funny farm, And like I yelled and I was like, I'm going to let the girls hatch some babies because, you know, they're acting like they want to sit on the eggs and stuff this year. And he didn't say anything, so I'm going to take that as a yes. And here's my plan. So he said, he cranked me the hell up. Here's my plan. So I can't like let them hatch a bunch. I'm going to leave them, I was going to say 6. I'm going to leave them 8 eggs in there. And I'm going to take like a pencil and put an X on them. That way when I gather the other eggs, you know, I won't get those eggs. Won't get them mixed up. That's my plan. And then who knows, I may be like, oh my God, they hid some eggs for me and hatched them. Because it's hard to see inside that coop sometimes. What can he say? Because I done told him, I was like, Sonny won't kill his own babies. He will be like a teacher for them. He will protect his own, you know, babies. I was like, but if I brought in some, you know, chicks and just put in there, like from Tractor Supply or somewhere, he probably would kill them. But he won't kill his own offspring. Be my luck, they'd all be roosters that hatched. Yep, just don't collect them. I'll just get out the pointed ones unless you want roosters. Oh, well, okay, so I need to talk to you then, Sapphire, on a video chat. So, okay, let me go back and read your message. Just don't collect them all. Get out the pointed ones. So, the pointed ones are roosters. No, hell no. I don't want no more damn roosters. No, no, no. I've done got one that's like freaking Norman Bates, Hannibal Lecter combined. Hopefully he doesn't teach them to be mean. Lord, I know. He's mean as hell. Sonny was hatched right over there at my neighbor's house. And what was his daddy's name? He was named after that rooster on TV. I can't remember, but he was mean as hell too. You could walk through that yard. I remember Mark walking over there and that rooster just be attacking him the whole way. Yes, I want to know how to do this too with my chickens. Yeah, well, Misty, I'm going to find out. I need to talk to Sapphire anyways. Just video chat, and let her explain to me. In video chat, it'd be easier. Because they all look freaking pointed to me. I could go in there and get some out of my refrigerator. They all look pointed to me. Some, I guess, are more oval than others and tipped, I guess. I want some babies. I mean, I got room. Let's see, I've only got 5 hens. I started out with 6. And then Laverne got killed, so I just got that one white hen, Shirley. I had 2. And then I got 2 barred rocks. I got a Rhode Island red and an Easter egg layer. I want some chickens that lays pink eggs and olive colored eggs. Well, let me know. I was going to buy an incubator on Amazon if that didn't work. Well, as long as you got a rooster and the hens will sit on the eggs, they should hatch. I tried to hatch some last year in an aquarium and I got them too hot. They didn't hatch. But I reckon all my eggs are fertile. When you crack them open, they got like a little, you know, that little white dot in them. I reckon that means they're fertile, right? Sonny breeds the hell out of them over there. He's a freaking pervert. That rooster. He's a pervert and he's an abusive husband. Yep, I have a rooster. I'm going to try it. Just try it. I looked at those tabletop incubators on Amazon that are about $40. They're only about like that big, but you can only hatch about probably 6 eggs in it. I think if you just leave some eggs in there, they'll hatch them themselves. I would try it that way, and if that didn't work, then get an incubator. Sapphire, I have the lambs stop screaming and give them silence of the lambs. Give them some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Was it like a yellow and like had a clear top? He would die for your hens, though, CC. You gotta love them. I know it. I know. Sonny would. He would die for those hens. He really, really loves them. And you gotta remember, Sonny's first family was slaughtered by a hawk because some people didn't have enough common sense to know you can't let chickens free roam when there's 2 or 3 hawks flying over daily all day long. You just can't do that. Um, if it's wooded in, there's a lot of trees to protect them. You may let them free range like that. If I let my chickens free range, I wouldn't have any. Them dummies over there told me they went through 50 chickens. 50 chickens in a summer. And I was like, well, damn, you would think when the first one was killed that they would have put them up or something. They don't care. And Sonny ended up over here. Actually, he started sleeping in this pine tree over here. Then he would come to my porch and eat out of my feeder, tear into my trash. Then I caught him out here one day. It was like right after I started YouTube. And I started filming him, and I started feeding him and getting real close to him. I used to hand feed him. Then he went through that accident. Now he just wants to murder me. Oh my, they were just feeding the hawks. I reckon a hawk swooped down and tore into one of their hens right in front of them. Right in front of them. They will just dive, swoop down and grab them. They'll grab a dog. So will an owl. A small dog, cat, anything they can pick up. And that hawk, I can be sitting out here at any given time and I can see that hawk flying back and forth. It just like lives like right over there. And there's an owl. But I tell you what you can do. If you got chickens and you want to keep a hawk away, go to Tractor Supply or anywhere they sell those owl decoys and just set it out beside like your chicken coop. I'm going to get one and set on top of my chicken coop roof. It's just an owl decoy. It looks like a real one. We had coyotes get into ours about 3 years ago. We had to get a new coop. See, we got a whole pack of coyotes living underneath the hill. And when they start howling, it's so much different than a dog. They kind of squeal. I don't know. It's just undescribable. But I've been afraid of them getting in the fence and getting into Annabelle. Mark says they want Chance getting in that fence and not being able to get out, but I don't know about that. He says there's like too much other prey for them around, like we got tons and tons of rabbits, things like that. Owls are supposed to be good luck. Yeah, we've got one, and you can sometimes hear him hooting at night. Speaking of him, I've not been hearing him hoot in a while. Maybe build him a nest somewhere else. I would like to build an owl nest box. Other people do it and put up a camera, like a live stream camera. You have to build just like a square box and put it way high up in a tree. You'd have to climb the tree. If owls are good luck, that's why Mark has good luck, because we rescued one. Actually, I got the picture of him holding it off the 4 lane. It was like on Christmas Eve. We were going to my granny's, probably about 5 o'clock in the evening, 4 or 5 o'clock. And it was just sitting in the middle of the 4 lane on the yellow lines, and it was just going. And we passed it. Cars was zooming by, and Mark, when up and turned around and came back and pulled over and ran over there and got the owl. He took off his sweatshirt. Anyhow, we didn't know what to do with it. It was perched on his arm and it had one eye closed. It was kind of addled, knocked out. And I was like, we just can't leave it here. And what we did is very much illegal. You're supposed to just leave them there. Anyways, I was like, let's get it in the Jeep and we'll see if we can take it to the vet or something, or to the game warden or something. Anyways, when we opened the door and we were going to put it in the back of the Jeep in a box, when the heat hit it, it's like it woke up. So he got it back out of the Jeep and it flew away. It was a barred owl. I think that's what it's called, a barred. Yeah. My favorite is the snowy white owl. Isn't that so weird how they live on the ground, cement shoes? It's so weird. I think it was just stunned. It must have flew into someone's car window. But what was it doing out? It wasn't exactly dark. It wasn't dark. It was weird. Anyways, we were telling the vet about it, and they were like, that's illegal. You can get fined for that. Illegal or not, we saved its life. It's lucky it didn't get hit. It was so weird. It was sitting like directly on the two yellow lines, just swaying back and forth. Anyways, I often wonder if it lived. I hope so. And went on to have babies. I couldn't tell you if it was a male or female, but it looked really young. It wasn't but about this big. It was little. Hey, it's a crying shame. Yeah, yeah. Also, Mark found a raccoon that someone hit on the side of the road, and it was laying there suffering. So he took it to the vet, and they put it down because it couldn't be saved, but they told him that was illegal. And Mark's like, well, I'll take the raccoon back and bury it. And I was like, no, we'll cremate it. Yeah, but you're not supposed to pick up wildlife. That's not going to stop me. I'm not leaving any animal in need. Raccoons are mean around here. Will kill chickens. Yes, wild raccoons will. I watch a lot of pet raccoons on TikTok and YouTube. Be surprised that the people have pet raccoons and pet squirrels. I've heard that they will kill your chickens. Mark has an animal spirit. He does. And then one day, Sapphire, he calls me. He's at a gas station. He's like, there's this big black and tan female hound dog here. And she looked starved to death. I bought her some dog food. And I'm going to bring her home, can I? And I was like, yeah, I'll bring her on. And then, oh my gosh. She got away from me. She stayed here a week. When he brought her home, I bathed her. We fed her. She was fattening up. One night, about 5 o'clock in the morning, well, it was early one morning, it was storming. One of my dogs wanted out to go pee real quick, and that black and tan darted out the door into the storm. We looked everywhere for it. We posted on Facebook. Someone said they saw it like in the next town over. Then I saw it went to the animal shelter. So I called, and we were going to go pick her up. We called her Oakley. And they said that a hound rescue had just come and picked her up. I often wonder if they lied to me about that. I described like the collar that I had put on her and everything. Hey, Natalie. Hey, beautiful. Blake's Exotic Animal Farm. They grabbed his cranes right off the ground. Cranes are huge. Oh, I love Blake. Miss Chronic Chronicles. Hi, fun. Congrats on pool. It's a kiddie pool, girl. I wish I was getting a big pool. Like, my neighbors suck. Like, summer before last, they bought one of those big Coleman pools from Walmart. And they're about $500. They set it up 1 year, and then last year went and set it up, so they used it once. Mark's like, it's expensive to run a pool, and it was probably cutting into their beer fund. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm going to look at porch swings one day this week at Lowe's. Definitely going to get one. I have a hammock, but I don't know where to hang it. I'm going to wait until, like, what is this month? April? May? Beginning of May or something, second week in May, to go buy me some flowers to plant. Beer fund. That's a shame. That's what Mark said, cement shoes. He's like, it probably cut into their beer fund because, it's expensive to keep a swimming pool up. Mark used to install swimming pools, didn't you, hon?
What?
You used to install swimming pools, and it's expensive to keep them.
Well, I mean, them chemicals, you gotta put chemicals in them every week.
He said the chemicals, that's what it is. You got to put the chemicals in it. And anyways, he said they didn't set that swimming pool because it cut into the beer fund. Have a good night, y'all. CC, let's have a chicken talk soon. All right, Sapphire. Oh, I'm going to mail your stuff out tomorrow, by the way. Hubby and I are starting bean seeds right now. My gardening is going to be huge this year, CC. Oh my gosh, you're going to work your ass off. What are you going to do with what you grow? Or are you going to can it? Or are you going to take some to the flea market and have like a vegetable stand? That's a good idea. I had an 18-inch foot above ground. It was a lot of work. I just planted a bunch of lilacs, but it froze last night. I'm so sad. Lost my $135 in plants to early planting. I'm in Colorado. Should have known. Yes, that's what Mark used to put in the above ground ones.
No boy.
And see, that's why we've not got any plants yet, because Mark's like, it's too early. We may have another frost and they may get them. I hope not, because my Asian lilies are coming up. I've started off with I think it was like 2 or 3 Asian lilies. And then last year when they came up, like a bunch more came up with them. Even more this year. So I took some out of my whiskey barrel and put in my other planter. The roots, the little bulbs and everything look good, so hopefully they will live. They're a beautiful color too. And by the way, Miss Chronic, I would love to come to Colorado. It looks so beautiful there. I just want to go. And Montana, love that. I know it. Lilies are the best. They're so pretty. They're kind of like a maroon and pink. They're really pretty. I'll be taking pictures. I love those big whiskey barrel planters. I got one on sale for $20. They're usually a little bit more than that. And then in Ollie's, I found a whiskey barrel little hanging basket. It's only about like this big. I'm 45 minutes from Aspen. Ooh, that's a fancy-wancy place. Rural Colorado. Yeah, if I was going to live out there, I wouldn't want to live in the city. I wouldn't want to live out in nature where I could see the beautiful mountains and everything. I'd love to go to Montana, too. I want to go see the Grand Canyon. I want to go to Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park, they got a wolf, well, I'm sure they got several wolf packs there, a lot of wolves there, but one wolf pack is actually run by a female. Because she was with the alpha male, and then he got killed, and so now she runs the pack. I watch too much National Geographic, y'all. I'm originally from New Orleans, so southern to southern. I love the chats on porch. Oh, ooh, I'd love to go to New Orleans. And you can always tell people that's from, like, Louisiana, I can, because they talk a certain way, kind of like I do. I can always tell people it's from my area too. But I love the way that people from Louisiana talk. I fell in love with the people of Louisiana by watching Swamp People. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I love that show where they hunt alligators. Heck yeah, Missy. They hunt alligators, and now Troy is the old man Troy. He's on another show where they're hunting the big pythons, because pythons are like taking over the swamps down there too, because people release them into the wild. So I'm not sure what the name of that show is, but I love Troy. I'd love to go meet those people, and I want to try some. What is that called? Oh, is it gumbo? Gumbo? Something like that. I want to try that. I want to try some damn crawfish. I've never had crawfish. I love trying different things. I want to go to Mardi Gras. That would be fun. Go look at all the historic stuff there in New Orleans. That would be cool. I'm a big nerd, y'all. Yep, they throw them into the canals. My high school jambalaya, jambalaya. That's it. Jambalaya. Jumbo, is it jambalaya or gumbo? Something like gumbo or something. I think. I don't know. In a mouth, try them both. They may be the same thing. I don't know. Um. Well, when they release those snakes into the wild, what they don't realize is that hurts. That hurts the environment, because those big snakes, they like down in Florida, them snakes has about killed off all the raccoons, deer, and possums. I know that they have killed like a lot of raccoons. I watched a show about it. Tropical fish. Let me tell you something. Mark was out here at Wise Lake. Now I live in Virginia, Southwest Virginia, Appalachian Mountains. He was out here at the lake and caught a pacu. He caught a pacu. Somebody had turned out. Now, a pacu is cousin to a piranha, but pacus just eat vegetation. Yeah, I was like about that big and Tommy caught it. And another thing people turn loose is goldfish. And some people don't realize, I didn't for a while, that goldfish get really big. They just don't get real big if you keep them in a small aquarium. But if you put them into a lake or something where they can thrive, I mean, those suckers get big. I'm like, what the crap? Carp, nasty. Is carp a goldfish? Oh my God, I saw on TikTok this guy caught an alligator gar that was like 8 foot long, and its head was about that wide. Just its forehead. I'm not even talking about its big old snout it got guard. I never did know that, Miss Chronic, until I was watching a video. I watched this channel called Snake Discovery Channel. This lady is awesome. She knows everything about reptiles, and she loves animals. But she went to this pond where it's widely known people turn out their goldfish there. So she went to catch some goldfish so she could take back to her pet alligator she's got. It's a rescue, I believe. Anyway, she was catching goldfish like this big, putting them in the cooler. Because, when you release stuff that shouldn't be there, then that takes away from the other fish and turtles and things. Yes, Snake Discovery Channel. I love that channel. That lady's got an egg-eating snake. It's a crying shame. Oh, do you watch her? Sad thing is, we used to swim those canals. Now they have huge problems in the city. Canals that have dangerous fish in there. Now piranhas are very common. Oh my gosh, piranhas. I mean, they could eat the meat off your leg before you could even get out of the freaking water. They'll just swarm you and attack you. Egg eaters are my favorite. I think that lady says she gets like pigeon eggs, quail eggs, things like that to feed the snake. Now, I could have one of those snakes that just ate eggs. There's no way I could put a cute little mouse, even though I'm scared of mice, into a snake and let it eat it. Mm-mm. She's saying that there's piranhas in the canals in Louisiana now. Can you believe who would want a piranha as a pet? Do y'all remember when we were talking about the Vallow case and I was talking about that medium said that she made contact with Tammy Daybell's spirit and Tammy said that they poisoned her with octopus venom? I come across a video of this woman who was holding one of those blue ringed octopuses, which are highly venomous. And it was like really, really small, beautiful. She didn't know what she had in her hand. And she just had it in her hand, taking a picture and video, and then put it back in the water. And then later on, she found out she was holding a little octopus that's highly venomous that can take down an elephant. I don't know about all that, if they use octopus venom or not. They could have gave her some kind of prescription medicine that made her die or something, blood pressure pills or anything. There's this guy named Bear on here with a piranha tank. He feeds, I forgot his channel. Oh, really? I watched this guy called The Fish Whisperer, and he has all these, I believe it's turtles. Not turtles. Is it turtles? Yeah, turtles that live in the water. And he feeds them. And when he comes down to the water, like all these big snapping turtles come up, and he feeds them. Sometimes fish, sometimes other things. The fish, oh, you know the Fish Whisperer? Oh, I love him. I love it because his turtles live out, in nature. They're not in a tank. Now, some of them, he's got that one that he calls Tank. Don't he take, like, him in the winter or something? I can't remember. Yes, I have been following him forever. Forever. We watch the same people. Do you know Brian Bartuk's channel? I'm actually friends with him. He's got the Reptarium in Michigan. He was actually on Venom Hunters on Discovery Channel. I have been friends with him since before I started my YouTube channel, like actual friends that talk. He's got two little babies in the house and baby girl right now. Yes, I follow all the Michiganders. Brian got a freaking sloth, and I am pissed about it. Because that's not fair. I want one. But do you know how much a baby sloth is? Because I've looked it up because I want one. They can be anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000. Hey, Tracy. I hope you've got you some rest this weekend, honey. Much love. When I get off here, I'll put your PayPal link in my comment section. I did it. I've been doing that. I love the sloth so much. I know I don't get to watch his channel a lot. Like I used to be like right there waiting for his uploads because he uploads the same time every morning. But where I've got my own channel, I don't know. I'm still subscribed. I still like pop in and leave a comment, but I don't watch every day. I want a fly river turtle, and they are 2.5K. For a long time, I guess I'm ignorant. I didn't know that turtles are aquatic and tortoises are on land. I didn't know that. Like a calm monkey, sloths remind me of. I want a monkey too. I wouldn't mind to have a little monkey. Maybe a little marmoset. But here's the thing about getting something like that. They take them from their moms when they have them. And humans like us buy them and raise them. That's the pitiful part. So I don't know if I could do that. I would be thinking about that mom crying for her baby. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to have one, let me put it that way, but I couldn't rip a little monkey from its mommy. My mom's double first cousin had a spider monkey back when I was growing up in the 80s. One time he got mad at her and attacked her. Yeah, he passed away sadly. Yes, he scratched up Patty's face and everything. It was so cute though. I tried to get a little rest, keeping my head up, taking it day by day. Thank you for doing that. Hope someone could help a little bit. Yeah, that's all you can do is just take it day by day and just try to remain positive. I know it's hard sometimes. I'm a single mom to a 5-year-old. I feel like I have my hands full already and totally agree. It's hard to be okay with the fact they ripped them away from their moms. Yeah, it's even like the baby sloth that my friend Brian has. It was ripped away from its mom. I mean, if you're okay with that, then I guess it's, get you one. But I'd love to have one, but I just couldn't do it. And they say not to buy older sloths because they were probably taken from the wild. So, I would like to have a bird. I will have a bird one day, probably like a little sun conure or parakeet. But I would like to rescue one instead of buying one from the pet industry because the birds are really abused bad. And hermit crabs are too. But birds, there's a lot of bird rescues. So if you are looking for like a little parrot or a parakeet, try to find you a local bird rescue and adopt one. Of course, you'll have to have an appropriate cage before they're going to let you adopt. Of course. Amen, sister. It is. It is. I'd love to have a little monkey. Oh, I'd love it so much. Just like a little child, but I can't get one and have it ripped from its mom. Now, if its mom passed away during birth or something like that, absolutely, I would take it in. Absolutely. But like Mark, when he was mowing, he found a nest of little bunnies. And at first I was like, oh, I could take them home and raise them. And then I was like, no, I can't take them from their mommy. And their mommy, he just moved them. And their mommy did come back for them. I just couldn't do it unless they needed to be rescued. There's a guy I followed for years on Bico that has tons of macaws in Florida. Yes, that's the perfect place, or California, to have birds at. Mark's friend had to go help one of his friends get their bird out of a tree last summer. They had just bought a parrot, and it got out of the house and flew up a tree. And sometimes when those birds do that, and they're not used to flying, they're afraid to fly down. If you're going to have a bird and you're going to free flight it, you need a GPS on them, for sure. Birds are great, but you definitely have to give all your money, time, attention. They need that kind of attention. It's wrong when people get birds and they're just stuck in cages. Yep, Mr. Chronic, they do get depressed and they will pluck, about the time somebody out, they will pluck their feathers out. If you see a bird that's plucked its feathers out, it's been stressed out at some point. And I don't reckon their feathers will grow back. So they're just left naked. They're so cute with their little chicken bellies. I love parrots. I want one so bad. But it would have to be little, and it'd have to be at a point in time in my life where I didn't have dogs. One of these days, I'm going to get a little sun conure. Those little things can be loud too. I like the Indian ringneck parrots. I saw one on YouTube that was freaking purple. It was the prettiest purple I've ever seen in my life. It was almost like a lavender and a dark purple combined. Beautiful bird. It's the only purple ringneck parrot I've ever seen. Hey, Sunnyside, good evening. I can't have a caged animal. Felt guilty having a fish in a tank. Yeah. If I had a bird, I would only put it in a cage, in like a really big cage, like at night to sleep. That's a good idea to do that and cover them up. And like if I had to go somewhere, you couldn't leave them out unattended because they are highly intelligent and they would be into everything. They could turn your stove on or anything. Cockatoos are great. They are so full of personality, like a mini parrot, with how smart they are. Yes, I've heard that. I wouldn't mind to have one of those. Um, I saw some at the pet store once, and they were like this. They almost looked tie-dyed. They were like this blue color, light blue, and then they'd be mixed in with a little dark blue. They were really pretty. I believe I may have saw a purple one there. It had a little purple on it. I want to make my habits myself. That's how I found King of Do It Yourself. I really want button quails, but I'm not ready for the work. Yes, I'd love to have pigeons or quails. That'd be fun. I want some guineas. Guineas are kind of loud, but they will eat all the ticks out of your yard, which means ticks won't get on your dogs. But what I do, well, what Mark does is he actually dusts our yard where our dogs are always at to kill out, like, the fleas and stuff. And that really helps with keeping fleas and ticks off the dogs. But I've got to go get a flea peel, 4 flea pills here in a few days. Because if Skylar the beagle gets one flea on her, she's allergic. Her hair will start falling out. She will dig constantly. It's crazy. And let me tell y'all something, some advice, you dog owners. That damn flea shampoo from Walmart does not work. Do not buy that Sergeant's flea and tick crap. It does not work. You got to keep them in the coop. Got a really long time. Oh, will they? Will they run away? I didn't know that. For not like 2 weeks for the chickens not to leave their yard. Oh, wow. I can't believe that the weekend is almost over. I know it. I can't believe it's Sunday evening. I gotta get busy, y'all. I gotta go over to Annabelle's and straighten up her shed a little bit and clean out her water bowl, get her some hay out, Timothy hay, this and that. I gotta check and see what needs to be refilled so I can take it in the morning for the chickens. It's never ending, y'all. Oh, I've got laundry to get out and fold, towels, Mark's clothes to put in the dryer, then I'll have to get them out and fold them. But anyhow. See, I want goats to eat my grass, but even though we're in the mountains, rural my community, well, not even in rural city won't let us have them. I joked, what if I put a goat on my goat? Some places will let you have goats. Now, female goats are not loud. Like, I've got a Nigerian dwarf goat, Annabelle. She's only loud when she's in heat, and that's like during the winter months, every month, 18 to 36 hours. And the only reason I have one goat is because I took Annabelle in because she was in a really bad situation, about starved to death, and I took her in. That's why I only have one goat. You're not supposed to just have one goat, but Annabelle's a special case. I really want chickens, trying to talk to hubby. Chickens are not that much trouble. You don't got to get a rooster. Just get you 6 hens. I believe you got to buy 6 chicks at a time. I'm pretty sure it's 6 at a time. Because chicks don't do good when you just buy like 1 or 2. Okay, like hermit crabs. Hermit crabs are that way. But the hens are not that loud. Only when they lay eggs. Hens will sing after they lay eggs. It's like a little celebration. It's pretty cool. Sunny makes noise too. You can rent goats here. Not kidding. Oh, yeah. One thing I was going to tell you about goats. Well, my goat will not eat anything. And she don't eat like she's got that huge lot over there. She grazes it a little bit. She don't eat that much grass. Uh, Sometimes, I break her off tree branches so she can get leaves and things like that. But she really don't eat that much grass. They say goats will eat anything. Not true. Certain vegetables, Annabelle won't eat carrots. She won't eat carrots. What else won't she eat? Celery. She won't eat celery. Which I don't blame her. It's gross. Sonny, Sonny is awesome. That little stinker. He's abusive. He's abusive to those hens. He makes them walk the line, honey. Hey, Ladybug. Okay, I think Ladybug needs to go out, guys. So I'm going to get off here. I will see y'all in the morning for some crime and coffee. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for chatting. Okay, I'm coming. See how she does me? Hearts, be safe, be kind, peace. Ladybug's demanding. I'm coming, baby. Calm down.